Watch 30
Round 80.
It's just me and you.
Middle.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Then he finds Beasley, complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Come on, set. AT Gator. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. 25, check 25, check. General West. Smooth. 50, mark 50, mark 50. Speed grip, speed grip.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is the tight end, Fant. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
58, I'm coming for you. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be taken short. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Down. 60 outlaw. 15. Check by 15. Hey, man. 6-6. Pull it high. 2.
They'll try the right side this time. Here's Gordon. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. 15, Ronald. 15 Ronald.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, 2.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo. Greystone, Travis.
Check her. Kill.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. Tight right. We got 4.
Go.
Watch number 33. March 49.
They'll set up a throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Ready? 8, read.
Mike, 49. Target. Spot.
X3. 218, chopper. Hey, Delta. 5.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Box drop.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Mike's 50.
Hey, orbit.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Come on, set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You draw quarter. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Go.
Back to throw here. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. HE Gator.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Hey, exit.
And 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Here we go. 58's the mic.
Shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Ready, ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the safety creep.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check hot. Check 37. Check 37. Check.
Yep.
I got him. That's me. 49.
Bravo.
I'm trying to collect.
Hit it.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They're going to look to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And Beasley with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Allen. And Diggs has it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Allen's throw is complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 99.
A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run here with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Allen now looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 15. Check 15. Ship.
Hey, high 7.
49.
Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Pilot, 64, reach.
Switch.
Smooth.
He'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
58. Come on. It was pretty quiet. Team was pretty
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
Watch the twist. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Denver.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. 5.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
On the ready.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done In the first half, don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To the air, Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie, look at me. Zipper.
58, come on. Break your in.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Hey, dude.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. In for the score. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you?
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Gordon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Delta.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58, right over there.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corner blitz by Josh Norman works like a charm. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Line 36. Line 36. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Going for it on fourth down. Allen going deep for Diggs. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Down, 18 Gator.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Hey! Hey, Irvin.
58, Mike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken short. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Yeah. Hey, Echo. Let's go.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Your game on play. Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Exit, exit.
Half.
Throwing on second down. Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for two.
Topper! Go! Hey, seam six.
Hey, pick your game up.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Short boot, take it at the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I got you, sir. I got you.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And Diggs has it. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, and he finds Tyler Kroft. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Allen going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Back to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can...
Stephon Diggs, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 74 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
We got 3. Key 26, key 26.
So the shotgun snap to Allen, and it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You got that right there. Mark 49. Check.
They'll look to throw here. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Broncos.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
64, weak. On the ball.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. A give, running right, Lindsey. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. He's checked 61. Matchbox lights. General West.
They're going to look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Denver, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.